Hey everyone, we're off again taking a Carnival cruise and doing something a little different. We're boarding in Mobile, Alabama instead of one of the many other cruise ports. So if you're thinking about cruising from Mobile, we'll share what we learned. Its sailings, how to get there, parking, hotels, and the boarding and debarkation process. Let's get started. Mobile's cruising season runs from October through March. Carnival offers cruises to the Western Caribbean with 4 itineraries, the Bahamas with several options, and one sailing to the Southern Caribbean. Lots of choices for you. To get to Mobile, you can either fly or drive. If you fly, there are 3 airports within easy driving distance. Mobile Regional, it's about 35 minutes away. Pensacola, Florida, about 60 minutes away, and Gulfport, Mississippi, which is about 65 minutes away. American, Delta, and United serve these 3 airports from one of their hubs. Pensacola is also served by Southwest, Spirit, and Frontier Airlines. So getting to Mobile is really a fly and drive trip. Since we live on Florida's Gulf Coast, we chose to simply drive west on I-10 since it was about a 4-hour drive. We noticed that most cruisers were really from Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, Florida, and Tennessee, and driving was obviously the preferred option on getting to Mobile. Bag drop-off is easy and convenient. The parking structure has drive-through lanes filled with lots of porters to take your luggage for the ship. It goes much more smoothly if you have your cruise bag tags attached to your luggage. If not, have them printed and with you. The porters have staplers so that the bag tags can be attached on site. Parking was easy peasy. The parking facilities are located right next to the cruise terminal. There are about 500 spaces on the top 3 decks. Parking has 4 payment options. We chose to prepay via the website since the parking lot does fill up. We reserved our spot about a week before the cruise without any problem. If you don't want to prepay, you can text to pay at the terminal, pay via an app, and lastly, there's a payment kiosk, which is shown here. It's $21 per day to park, so plan for those expenses. It's also easy access to the cruise terminal, and there are 4 elevators or stairs to choose from in transporting your luggage from the parking facility to the cruise terminal. The boarding process was pretty typical. Waiting lines are set up based on your boarding time, and there's a separate area where you can wait if you arrive early. These lines really moved along fairly quickly. Once inside the terminal building, a new set of lines begins. For healthy and mobile passengers, the lines can get long, but it moves at a reasonable pace. However, we were traveling with a mobility challenge guest, and that line moved very slowly and was a little bit chaotic. The screening process, x-rays of your carry-on bags, is typical. Make sure you have your cruise boarding pass and passport or your birth certificate with you to help speed up that process. Once you get through security, it's a decent walk to get to the ship. You travel an exterior walkway outside the building and then up 3 switchback ramps to arrive on deck 3 of the Carnival Spirit. I could see where this might be a bit of a challenge if you didn't check your luggage with the porters. Otherwise, it was pretty easy. The debarkation process shows quite a bit of congestion on the ship. Since many guests drove to the cruise port, they elected to self-debark, and that took more than an hour to accommodate them. Guests who had checked luggage followed, and that became a traffic jam as the folks were eager to finish their cruise and get on their way. The backlog that happened on our cruise was because an early departing passenger dropped a bottle and it broke on the escalator. This caused the escalator to malfunction and more logistical problems. The terminal only has 1 elevator and 1 staircase. Hopefully, this is a rare occurrence. One other comment on the ship's debarkation process. Get your bag tags for your suitcases early. Carnival only has a limited quantity of bag tags, and once they run out, they'll essentially tell you You have self-selected to take your bags off the ship yourself. Since 90+% of the guests drive, they arrive at the cruise terminal on the departure date. However, if you want to arrive a day early, several hotels offer a park and cruise package where, if you stay at the hotel, it will shuttle you to and from the cruise terminal for free. I've listed several of those participating hotels closest to the cruise terminal in downtown Mobile here. More updated information can be found on visitmobile.com, its website. We learned a lot about departing from Mobile for this Carnival cruise. Our main 4 takeaways were: 1. The vast majority of cruisers live within driving distance of the port and arrive on the day of departure. 2. Getting to the terminal, dropping off luggage, and parking is very convenient. 3. The boarding process can be slow if you're traveling with a mobility challenged guest. And 4. The debarkation process certainly has room for improvement due to people congestion and being a bit disorganized. So, hope you learned something new. Thanks for watching, and you'll see our next planned cruise will be in this spring, and we're coming to you from Santiago, Chile, as we do a Panama Canal cruise. Again, thanks for watching.